Alright there, mate, how are ya? So, in this video, I'm going to touch on feeling insignificant or inferior. So, I don't know if you can relate, but I've spent my whole life up to now feeling inferior and insignificant. And I think the first step to figuring that issue within you out is like awareness to the feelings and the thought process that goes through your mind in regards to it. Catching yourself in the feelings, right? Because I think that, honestly feel that's step number one. Try and get that sun out of the way, that's better. There we go. Sorry, that's going to annoy you, I'm sure. I'll try and keep my head still. Yeah, so identifying the feelings and the thoughts, right? That's like the first step. But it's a lot, obviously, there's a lot more depth to it, to actually fixing it. Because in its essence, it's like, where does it come from? Where does it stem from? Now, the likelihood is that it's probably stemmed from like childhood, school, parenting. It could be recent, you know, something horrible could have happened to you where you had like a real dark phase of your life, and it just gave you horrific anxiety, and it just changed you. It changed you and created something within you to feel inferior or insignificant in life. But I think 9 times out of 10, it is a childhood wound, like an inner wound. And I think sometimes that can be really hard to identify where it's come from, but I think it's like a collective of events within your life, you know, moments within your life that build up. I mean, it could be one big thing that happened when you were a child that then just continued to do the domino effect through the rest of your life. Who knows? There's no real working it out, but the most important thing is trying to work your way through it and finding maybe a modality or a technique that can help you out of it. Just remember this one thing, right? If you are feeling insignificant and like inferior or whatever, just remember that you're uncomparable to anybody, right? You shouldn't be comparing yourself to anybody. Fuck competition, fuck everyone else, right? Honestly, because you are unique. There is no other you in this fucking universe. You are you, right? Your life is so unique, okay? Now that, at the core of it, there's a power to that, right? Because nobody can steal you. Competition doesn't exist because you are you, right? Ultimately, you just need to fix those damaged parts of you and find a way forward. And usually, I would say, like, you will feel less insignificant when you really tap into your main soul purpose in life, you know? So I don't know if you know what your purpose is. Maybe you're not, maybe you haven't found it yet. But for me, I'll give you an example, like my music. Like, my music is my sole purpose. I know it. Doing these videos as well, but the music is where my creativity comes from, and that drives me like nothing else. But I've not hit the successes I want in my music. I know, and I believe in myself more than anybody how powerful I am with my music and where it's going to go. There's no fucking ifs and buts about it. I'm going to be a significant player in the music industry. And I don't give a fuck if people slag me off in this fucking video comments and shit. I know, and I don't care if anyone else thinks otherwise, right? So I have I have a very strong belief in myself, but I still feel insignificant because I haven't fucking made it. And what is making it anyway? Like, life's a fucking journey, not a destination, right? But I'm growing into it now. I've got new music coming out, and I'm starting to feel more significant because I'm actually birthing something new. So with that said, like, with your meaning, your purpose, find it. Like, you are here for a reason, right? Find it and grow into it, evolve into it, learn it, whatever, right? And start putting your creations out there, whatever it is, and you'll start feeling more significant. But just touching on it, one thing I've learned is fuck competition. Like, we live in a world, right, and especially in the digital era, in the last sort of, I don't know, what is it, like 10, 15 years of like social media erupting and everything changing, you know, like in the music industry I've seen it go from vinyl through to fucking streaming, and it's just like so many changes in such a short time. It's brain fucking, right? And we've got everything in our face on social media, like, to make us feel more insignificant. And it works, it's fucking working. For that, magazines and stuff like that, so it wasn't as bad. And movies and shit like that, but we got all of that shit now. And there's no it blows my mind how, like, how society is like mutating because of it. But it's all about becoming aware, not allowing these things like social media to pull out, like, as in make you feel like insignificant because you don't have what somebody else doesn't have. But again, it comes back to not giving a fuck about, like, competition. To me, competition does not exist. It does not exist. And people are probably like, what the fuck are you on about? And I'm like, the only competition I've got is me, because, like, my biggest demons is me just not fucking doing my music and not getting over the hurdles I need to get to get where I want to get. That's the only competition in my life. I don't have competition with, like, you can't control anyone else in the outside world. Let them do their own thing. They're on their own path. Fuck them. In a nice way. Focus on yourself. Figure yourself out. I spent the last decade figuring myself out. It's been hard. It's been difficult. But it's been worth it. And I've learned so much. You know? Through fucking darkness comes, like, strength. It does. And wisdom erupts. So if you're feeling insignificant, if you are feeling insignificant, don't, right? You're a fucking legend. You are a legend. Every single one of us are legends, right? We just don't even know it yet, and we haven't tapped into our power yet. Every single one of us have the same ability. You might be thinking, no, that guy's more intelligent. We can still, trust me, there's a power beyond what you consciously think right now that you can tap into, that can supersede all that bullshit. And you will agree with me one day, trust me, that competition does not exist. And you are significant, you're a fucking legend, all right? I'm gonna leave it there. Much love.